Alrighty, everybody, we are back once again with another round 3 game. It's going to be Aesir taking on RjK for the open qualifications for the ECAL $3,000 North American and South American tournament. Once again, my name is Draskyl, joined by none other than GranDGranT. How you doing, man?
Hell yeah, doing great, doing great.
Alrighty, so this game already had picks finished when we were told that we could cast it, so I guess the guys remade for us, and we're just going to wait for everyone to go ahead and pick their heroes. I'm not going to put the overlay up because, obviously, like I said, picks are done, and apparently I have the bug where I can't see what anybody's picking, so hopefully everybody is actually doing what they're supposed to be doing, and we can get into the game with no problems. About 30 seconds left on the clock, but are you familiar with any of these teams? Because I am not.
I am not either.
Alright, so we got that sorted. We can't really talk about the picks because, well, as you guys know who are watching the stream, I can't see them. So we're going to have to wait here. I don't see anyone that's disconnected yet, so hopefully everything is A-OK on their end. Shout out to them, though, for remaking for us. Awesome.
You can actually click on the top left bars and see what everyone picked.
Oh, okay. Well, the game started anyway, so we're good. Alrighty. Now that we got everything sorted out here, let's go over the players really fast for both teams. We got Daggerot going to be playing on the Crystal Maiden. Calculoso is going to be Brewmaster Millen on Bounty Hunter. Tinfoil on CK, and Cian Lull on the Enchantress for RjK. You want to do Team Aesir? Or the three heroes, actually, that I guess are there.
Well, yeah, on Aesir we have Sail. Interesting, using that capital E, playing the Sand King, has a nice looking tail on him. We have TR Dash playing the Queen of Pain, and we have RMD playing the Chen, and then we will be having Weapon X actually on the Leshrac, no tag on him, and then GND picking a random hero. We'll see who he is.
Yep, I have no idea what it's going to be yet, but pretty interesting that all three... Actually, wait. Was there a Queen of Pain last game? No, there wasn't, was there?
Look, it's interesting. We have 3 melee carries on the Dire, though.
Well, I don't know if Brewmaster is really a quote-unquote carry. I guess you could say is because of his passive.
Yeah.
But Bounty Hunter, CK, and Brew, that is pretty interesting. I would expect with those lanes that they're going to be sending either the Brew or the Bounty top with a dual lane mid. I mean, that's pretty much the only thing I can imagine. Otherwise, their lanes are just going to be looking pretty sore.
I think we're going to be seeing the Brewmaster middle with Bounty long lane.
Yeah, that's possible as well.
So, how about the Chaos Knight shield? That's pretty cool.
Oh, I didn't even see it. Let's see here.
It's got a spike.
See if we can get a close-up here. Yeah, that does look pretty cool, actually. I can't wait till they make items for him, because he actually already looks pretty sweet. So I can only imagine what they're going to do. I want the Shark Hat for Tide so bad, dude.
Oh, and GND actually just disconnected. I have the thing on the top. Oh, okay, bug. Well, could be worse as long as he comes back.
Yep, should be actually fine after a reconnect. I get that sometimes when I have to reconnect to the game, but after that it's A-OK.
Yeah. So
is this actually going to... Go ahead.
Venom is the last pick, sorry.
No, it's okay. I was actually just going to ask if this is the last game for today or if we had more after this, because I know you said that...
I believe this is only the third... This is a third round game. There's, I think, 4, 5, 6 rounds.
Holy for holies.
Yeah, that's why even after the Beliebers versus Insight game, like, they're both really good teams, they go on to play in the final round of the qualification, because the top 4 teams qualify.
I see. And it's supposed to be an all-day thing, then? Is that what it is?
I guess, but, I mean, yep.
Well, the only reason I said that is because before we went live, rather, we were talking about some matches possibly being postponed, but I don't really know what's going on with that. I guess I'll have to wait until after this game to see what's going on.
Yeah, I talked to Solus, and he said, well, the show goes on. He said everyone just keep playing their matches, so.
All right. So the game is still paused. GND is not reconnected to the game as of yet. The Venomancer is still missing from Team Aesir. And we're just going to be sitting here chilling out. If you guys have any questions for us in the chat, feel free to shoot them at us.
Because we'll probably just ignore them. Nah, I'm just kidding.
I won't ignore you guys. I love you guys. Even Grant.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty, let's see here. What else can we talk about? Anything exciting that happened recently in Dota? Besides that crazy match earlier that apparently we both missed today? Where there was a level 1 Roche that Dare did?
92 kills in 21 minutes, yeah.
That is absolutely absurd. I have to watch that game.
Well, what do you think about MTW winning it all with their Chinese style of play instead of the aggression from Navi?
I don't know, man. They just looked really good. honestly. Like, their playstyle was very tight. They didn't leave a lot of openings for Navi to really get anything. So I think that's kind of the way forward until you're more confident in your playstyle, because more often than not, the teams who stick to their comfort zone are the ones who typically win. And that's what Navi has always done. They don't really worry so much about what the other team drafts as they do just play their style. And I think Dendy said it on Navi when he said that they basically just don't take fights unless they know they're going to get something for it. And I think that's also another huge deal.
That's the Chinese, what's it called?
Mentality?
Yeah, mentality. I was like, methodality? I don't know.
Ideology, mentality. It's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, but it looks like the teams, the Sentinel team or the Radiant team is actually Brazilian and the other team's American, so...
Well, we do represent North and South America here.
Yep, and we love them all equally.
We do.
Kind of.
I'm actually going to have to agree with Spit1 in the chat. $10, this is actually a good game. I have to agree. I just have that feeling, you know? After you watch like 2 or 3 stomps, then you just have to have one good game.
Seeing the heroes, yeah, it looks like both teams know what they're doing. That didn't make sense at all, but I'll go with it.
Yeah, it made sense. Maybe it's not exactly what you wanted to say.
What word I wanted to say that I didn't.
It's okay, man. I'll always know it in my heart of hearts, okay?
All right.
All right, so the game is finally on pause. That means we are going to get our round 3 game underway. Still got a couple of rounds to go in today's qualifications for ECAL's $3,000 North and South American prize pool tournament.
Yep.
Also sponsored by Machinima. I'm sure pretty much everybody has to know who that is by now.
Well, they're mostly console gamers, though, so, I mean, what they represent, so maybe not.
And I believe that you were correct in your assumption of the tri-lane top, so we're going to have a Crystal Maiden up here with an Enchantress and the CK. I guess not technically a tri-lane, but a defensive jungler can pretty much be considered as a third hero, especially when it's a jungler, because they can gank so effectively with those creeps at low level. Going to have Sand King going bottom lane with the Venomancer around here as well. And they're looking to defensively ward this, I guess. Venomancer's got wards going down here, trying to keep his Sand King safe.
Yeah, which will actually be pretty much wasted on the... Since it's going to be a solo bounty hunter, we don't expect any ganks from bottom from the Dire side.
Yep, especially not with a Brewmaster mid. He's definitely not going to be doing any ganking of any variety whatsoever. But the one nice thing that I guess they have going is if they do send the Leshrac mid, he should have a pretty easy time here against the Brewmaster. His damage isn't super high, but he can output a lot of harassment if he goes for the Split Earth and Lightning build. He can push him back pretty easily, I would say.
Yeah. And there's RMD actually wholly persuading a creep top lane so the lane will actually push back a lot quicker than it would normally. Just little things like that always help.
Yep, decent block by both players mid, by the way, meeting in just about the middle. It's actually a bit easier to block Radiant side, at least that I've found. I think that Dire is a bit harder to block just because of the angle.
What do you think? The angle, the aggro maybe? How the creeps like respond to the tier 2 tower. I've noticed some go to the left, some go to the right. It's weird. Another pause. Love pauses.
Yep, apparently Sale is having some issues. No big deal, though. Shout out to Dark Gore from DGranT on RjK. No big deal. You don't have to be embarrassed about shout-outing, man. We do it all the time. We're casters. Doesn't mean we always have to be 100% professional. And
well, yes, it does.
Okay, well, like 99.9%.
You got to keep it 100 dummy, son.
Jeez.
You don't even know what that means.
Well, I'm in trouble. So, looking at the lanes, honestly, if this Queen of Pain gets caught, RjK has the kind of lineup that can kill a Queen of Pain, especially if the Enchantress can get a net creep. I mean, we're talking net stun, frostbite. That's not going to be able to... Well, I should say he's not going to be able to blink out of it, basically, so...
Yeah, he'll just get melted.
But at the same time, too, it's like... Bounty Hunter's also going to have a pretty easy time bottom. I mean, Sand King is pretty rough for melee if he does go the Caustic Finale build, but it's not like the Bounty Hunter's really worried about dying here unless the Venomancer makes his way to the lane. But looking at the way it's shaped up so far, he will be down there in just a bit with an Illusion mid.
Yep, the Illusion actually being pinged, and you can see the Brewmaster actually sitting back out of experience range, so he's going to miss that first range creep because of the Illusion.
Yeah, that's definitely really annoying. Next level play, too. Heads up play.
Especially from the Veno. Veno is the most annoying level 1 hero in the game.
Yeah, 15 seconds is slow. I mean, it's not the same effectiveness throughout the duration, but it's still really, really tough to deal with, so definitely understandable that he would be sitting way the heck back here, which means that Leshrac is going to get close to a free level 2. Definitely very good for him. Also, he gets to deny that range creep pretty much instantly, which means the lane's going to push back into his favor even more, and that's the one really big problem I see with melee versus ranged mid, especially if you're the Dire side in your melee. Like, it just seems so much more closed off when you're standing on your opponent's hill than it does if you're Dire. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
it
that's
really.
just me.
The Radiant side really is more closed in, especially look at the trees. Just how the tree placement is. It's more clumped up on the Radiant side. Way more wide open, easier to get ganked on the Dire side.
Yep. So I'm not really sure what's going on with the Sand King, but hopefully we can get the game underway here in just a couple of minutes.
Yep. And it is Clan Acer, not to be confused with Clan Acer.
ACER.
Yep. Maybe they are though. The Brazilian like the store brand version of Acer in Brazil.
Could be. I honestly have no idea. I've actually never seen either of these teams play, but I'm looking forward to it because once again, open qualification games can always have something interesting that happens.
Yep. Or never know if they're Smurfs.
Did Enchantress just block her own creep camp?
Yeah, I believe she did.
That's definitely a bit troublesome. So Sand King is going to be going up against a solo bounty. Again, at this point in time, I think that the bounty is going to be just fine. Even if the Veno does make his way over, he doesn't have sentries or smoke just yet, which means that they won't be able to kill him. He'll be able to soak that experience, get a quick 6, and be able to help his team out by tracking and hopefully getting kills. You can see some pings going off onto him, but he got Janata at level 1. This could actually be a mistake. He's not level 2 yet. He needs to get in range of experience to get a creep. There's going to be the Gale right there. Millen trying to run back to his tower. This could actually be a first blood. He's taking quite a bit of damage. There's the Burrow Strike to follow it up. He needs to get in front to body block. No body block just yet. Is he really going to get away? He needs to bottle. Oh, the poison tick, and he does get it off. If the Sand King had body blocked there, I have to think he would have died.
I thought I looked like he was in front of him, but when he came out of the sand, Burrow Strike, it just wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. That's a kill that they needed because that was basically a gimme. He got level 1 Janata because he didn't see the Venomancer, and now the fact that he's level 2, it's not going to happen like that again.
Nope. They're going to have to spend money to make money on bottom with the Sentry Wards or Dust.
Pretty much. We can see Calculoso already being forced to pop his health potion, and RjK is not opting to go for the Lightning build. He's just going to go Edict. So he's relying on his ability to pretty much just keep the Panda at arm's length for most of this laning phase and just do some damage to the tower, which, I mean, it's preference, really, but I still feel like Lightning is just so much more dominant for lane control, especially in mid.
It is. Maybe they want to push early towers, though, with Veno, Chen, and Leshrac, though.
Yeah, that is a very good possibility.
They're doing it right now.
Push, yeah. Got some Edict pop on this tower. Nice positioning, too, trying to get himself away from the creep wave so the Edict only hits the tower. Cutesy play there. Did quite a bit, too. Did about 250 damage. Not too bad. Queen of Pain's actually able to get some CS right now.
Bottom lane. There's a sentry placed down first.
Oh, there's the sentry. First blood going to go off. With the help of, I think that was Chen?
And yeah, and actually Sand King missed his stun. I don't know if you saw that he missed, but it didn't matter. Gale was so good.
Yeah, really good reaction right there from Acer, I'm sorry, getting that first blood.
Yeah, because he came over to steal the newts and the pull, and he just got caught out of position.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. And the Sand King is opting to go full Sandstorm, so he's not going to go, like, purely racing Sand King. I have seen some players do that and only get 1 rank of Sandstorm if you know you're going to be getting free farm, because it kind of makes you into a decent split pusher. But he's just going to play the safe way and get the max Sandstorm instead.
And this Suedo, is that the right word? Tri-lane top isn't really working out. Queen of Pain's already level 4, and in a lane like this, she should really be pushed back. Only level 1 or 2 keep the lane in your favor.
Yeah, and the CK just really doesn't have any mana, so there's not really much pressure that can be applied, and his regen isn't that good either. It's like
he's
0.9.
actually taking a lot of damage.
He might go down here. There's a nice pull in. He throws in an auto attack, but that might have actually just been a mistake. I think he just killed himself. Yep, he certainly did. Net creep coming in from the side with the Enchantress doesn't matter. In the meantime, mid, Edict popped on a Calculoso. Oh, the stun is missed. Really nice Duke. And they get the Courier. He does pick it off, so Weapon X, nice reaction there. He's going to go down anyway. It looks like nice Thunderclap, and Venomancer is out of range of that tower. Has a Haste Rune anyway. Wow, though that was a really good turn of events, I gotta say, for Acer.
And is that 175 gold for all players if it's not flying? Even if it's just walking? Wow, that is a lot of gold. That's a tower. Yep, and they're going to get a tower mid.
Queen of Pain's in a bit of trouble here. There's the pull-in from the Chaos Knight. Can he get the stun off? He stuns a creep! Oh, no, he stunned a creep. He's trying to juke to the side. Is he really not going to go down here? Blink in 5 seconds. I don't think they're going to get him, man. Oh,
she's moving quick,
no.
though. Oh, I don't think
the CK has boots. He doesn't have mana to stun, though. 3 seconds. Oh, no, not going to be able to get it. And he is thanking anything that he worships right now that stun was for range creep.
Well, he's still chasing him, though. They have the ward there. Nope. Won't get it. And they got the chicken kill and the mid tower. That's what a 2,000 gold difference.
Yeah,
almost?
Look at the spike. Look at the gold graph.
Yep.
It's
Oh
like a
my
skyscraper was just erected in front of my eyes, and that's not something that you want to see in a goal graph.
4K at 4 minutes. Wow.
Well, RjK is making the right call here. They're deciding to push after seeing that big aggression mid. No TPs yet. They just chased Queen of Pain out of the lane, so they have plenty of time to push this tower. And they really need the gold, too. I mean, they're kind of hurting right now after that exchange.
Yeah, not getting that kill really hurt. That's just a misplay. Maybe the nerves got to him, you know? They see Draskyl in the game, they get nervous.
I mean, I get nervous, and I'm in the game with myself, so it's definitely understandable. We're going to have TP back by the Queen of Pain. Level 5 now. Going the typical 1-1-3 build that is 3 into Scream, 1 Shadow Strike, 1 Blink. Oh, Blink and Shadow Strike bottom lane into Millen, and the Epicenter right on top of him. Don't even need a Sentry Reward for that. Can't get away due to the Gale slow. So that is another kill for Acer. Really nice coordination right there from the Venomancer and the Sand King.
Yeah, this is really good coordination. It's nice to see it from a kind of more unknown team, a Brazilian team, you know? Not all Brazilians are all about the hew. Some of them do enjoy playing the competitive style.
They're breaking the mold, man. We're going to have, like, picket lines outside.
Oh, look, middle.
Yep, CK's coming in to try to gank, but nice reaction
Oh,
from Leshrac. Oh, gets the pull in anyway. Edict is popped, though. He's taking so much damage, is forced to back out. And Weapon X wants to try to get the kill. He stutter steps his own stun, though, and I don't think he's going to be able to get it. Wow, CM actually goes down! CM goes down. He's still running into the tower, and Calculoso doesn't have the cooldown on his stomp yet. Unbelievable. How did he live right there? The CM pulled tower aggro. And oh, somebody canceled the TP. Another stun goes off from the Leshrac. The CM pulled tower aggro by right-clicking and died to the Edict.
Wow, that was a 3 versus 1. No boots Leshrac just took down a boots CK.
I don't even know what to say to that. That was completely ridiculous. Well done by Weapon X. Indeed. Well freaking done. I mean, it was definitely a bit of a misplay by the CM. Whenever you nuke in that situation, you don't have to right-click. It's just not necessary because it pulls a tower aggro. And I mean, you just saw how fast he died. There's just 2 tower hits, Edict dead. So now Acer is looking to pressure this bottom lane just a bit. Millen currently level 6, so he does have that track, which means if there's any reaction from his team, that they can potentially gank him if they get him in a good position. But as it stands right now...
Tornado, yeah. That tornado does so much damage early game.
Yeah, we do have some rotation, though. CM is making her way down here.
Not going to do much, though. Again. Oh, go for the deny, maybe? She will.
And, oh, barely missed it. It was a good attempt.
Yep.
Top lane, we can see CK doing his best to try to farm here, but man, he really has nothing. The Queen of Pain is 1 kill, 19 and 8, and the CK is at 15 and 4. And I mean, honestly, it was a solo Queen of Pain versus 2 heroes and a jungler.
Oh, they might be going on top though. Baited the blink out here.
A little bit of oh, the burst into CK. And if you don't have any items, that is not the situation you want to be in. I don't think Enchantress is going to be able to get anything done here. Nice maneuvering right there by the Queen of Pain, blinking herself down into the woods where Enchantress simply cannot chase. In the bottom lane, it looked like there was going to be some action, but Acer Sand King's just going to go ahead and get the heck out of there. But another 6-0 lead. I don't know what to say, man. This is like...
This one doesn't even seem quite as bad. They've just gotten some bad breaks
it's
there.
Bad. Open the goal.
No, it's awful. It just seems like they got a bad break middle and top with the miss.
Chen heal for the bottom lane. Looks like the Epicenter went off bottom, but it didn't really do too much. Now he's going to try to get ported back to the base. Not going to go off quite in time. Actually, he didn't Epi right there. His Epi's still up. I don't know why I thought I saw that stun onto the Chen with a track as well. There's a nice turnaround. So 2 kills for basically nothing right there from RjK, and that is track gold 2, which is a huge deal. But here comes the hasted Leshrac from the side. DGranT, you're in so much trouble, buddy. And he just turns into an ice cube and shatters to the ground. Another 4-second stun onto Weapon X. Edict is still going off. CK is quite low here, waiting for the aggressive blink from the Queen of Pain. One more auto attack will get him that kill. And Weapon X still has his Pulse Nova going. Just going to go ahead and retreat back. Brewmaster's here, though, with the ultimate pop. Still track onto Leshrac. Can he bottle up between the auto attacks? He gets Cyclone. That might have actually been a little bit of a mistake. His ultimate actually wears off. Can he get the clap off? He mistimes it, and he's not going to get the kill, and he's going to pay with his life. Oh, man. If you're going to commit like that, you gotta execute, man. You can't do that and not do it properly.
They got 2 free hero kills, like you said, and then they just overextended the actually not even really overextend. The other 2 heroes came from behind with the Quappa and a blink and the Leshrac and just cleaned up.
I gotta say, right now, Acer, tons of momentum, 9-2. 9 minutes into the game. I mean, the goal graph has kind of slowed off a little bit. Still about 5,000 in favor, which at the 10-minute mark is a huge amount. But I still think that RjK kind of does have what it takes to pull themselves back. They just have to try to get some farming done, get some decent pickoffs like they did.
Bounty with the track.
Yeah, with the track. That's like the biggest thing for them right now. I mean, Bounty Hunter is going a pretty standard, well, actually not so standard. He actually got 2 ranks into his Shadow Walk instead of... Well, typically you see like either 2 Shuriken and 4 Janata with 1 Shadow Walk, or you see 4 Shuriken, Janata, and then 1 Shadow Walk. Like you never see 2 before
the 2,
like
2,
9, yeah. That's a little bit strange. So right now it looks like RjK is kind of grouping up here. They might want to try to push, but Enchantress is still on the top side of the jungle on their side of the map, so this tower is still quite high on health, and there are a lot of people here. Oh, Tinfoil's going to spot out Sand King and the Queen of Pain. He's going to go in from the back. Actually would have... Oh, he misses the Gale. Looks like he's going to be just fine. All right, so no stun. The Gale misses, and Tinfoil escapes from an otherwise hairy situation unscathed.
And gee, that's a lot of big words from you.
Going to have another pause.
Yep. From Acer, there, maybe it's a pause. Or like, what are we gonna do, man?
Need to pause. All right, everybody huddle up. Let's see what we're gonna do here. All right, we're down 7 kills.
Well, they're actually Acer pause. They're up 7 kills.
Oh, yeah, up 7 kills. I keep getting the teams confused.
It's okay.
I'm an amateur. That's why I have you, man.
You know, and I appreciate you having me, Draskyl the Rascal. It's always an honor.
Anytime, man. Anytime I can pry you away from Walmart's icy fingers, I'll have you here.
Oh, and apparently his friend is beating his brother because he doesn't want to stop torrents. A noble cause.
Definitely a noble cause. Fortunately for myself, I've never actually had to deal with that. But I know many people who have, and it can be very frustrating.
Yep, I don't either. I don't illegally download anything, and I would appreciate if no one else did. Especially shout out to
we're both horrible liars, but it'll be fine. I was just smiling as soon as I knew where you were going with that, but back to the game just a little bit. We'll check this CS just to see how one-sided it is, see if there's any way that RjK can make their way back into this game. So it's 35 for the Chen, 19 for GND and the Venomancer, 19 also for the Queen of Pain, 48 for Weapon X, also 4 kills, 0 and 1. I think he has been doing an amazing job this game, especially with that 3v1 middle. That was awesome. And 43 for the Sand King, who is currently 2-1 and 0. And then the highest currently on RjK is Enchantress with 30, and that's not really a good depiction of how much money she actually has because the creeps in the jungle vary in gold so much that you really can't tell.
Especially for an Enchantress, it's most likely a lot of kobolds, those skeletons that the Skeleton Warrior produces, or the Troll Warrior produces.
Yep.
But man, even the Veno has 19 creep kills, 6 assists, no deaths. That's like your farm ad, if you don't die, you like the 1 gold a second really can add up as well. So
yeah, I think a lot of people really underestimate that, especially in like pub games. Yeah. I'll notice people really feel like they have to try to get CS in here or there, or they have to try to just get kills, but that's really not the case. You'd be surprised how much you can afford if you just don't die over and over again, especially as a support player. So it's definitely something good to keep in mind.
Yep, we do have a track on the Veno, so we'll see if anything happens. Oh, here we go. We got a GGG ready.
Yep, Queen of Pain.
Not that song. Oh, God.
Queen of Pain sitting here mid. All 5 from RjK converging, and now they just split up just like that. They're actually going to the opposite side of the map now. I thought they were going to group up to push, but instead they're going to force a reaction from Acer. I mean, we can see the warding out from them. They know that the Brewmaster is currently making his way bottom, so they might be looking to push a tier 2 here, and there's some counter warding done also on that top side of the river.
Nice one. Looks like they're just pub. I mean, it really is just a pub train. They're sending 5 top. They do have a tier 1, so it's not just to try to scare anybody. They're just going to come up here, take a free tower, because right now, Dire doesn't have anything to stop this 5-man push.
Yeah, there's no Hughes here. It's all business.
Yep.
From this Brazilian team. And I got to say, man, I'm pretty impressed.
Me too, especially with Weapon X, man. He's 4 levels up on the other solo mid. And look at the denies, that's why.
Yeah, 14 denies. He definitely did a great job in the early stages of the game. I'm still just like baffled, like how the heck did he live through that gank?
With no boots, yeah.
Yeah, with no boots, as a Leshrac. And he didn't have braces at the time either. He pretty much just had a bottle.
And a circlet, and that's it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess circlet OP.
And look at this tier 2 tower now. They're going to trade a tier 1 for tier 2. They might not even get that tier 1 mid.
Yeah, they don't have the kind of damage output that we see Acer's bringing to this top tower. You're not going to beat a tower rush, at least in terms of going up against a Leshrac, when you have nothing really to answer it. Although they're just going to TP bottom instead. They're not going to TP mid. Oh, there we go. There's the Queen of Pain porting to the mid lane. No track used yet. Oh, there we go. Millen's going to go ahead and use that to retreat, and this tower is not in deny range, so they might be able to come back later and get it, but in the meantime, always going to run right into a counter ward. Are they actually going to get him here? There's the Gale, and the ultimate popped as well by Venomancer's going to try to TP out. No stun creep here, though, so he's going to be able to get back to base pretty much for free.
A little late on that Ursa stun, only about 5 seconds late.
Well, the clap is a stun, not a stun, yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, though, I'm a little late.
Technically, yeah, okay, I get you.
Yeah. But wow, a tier 2 tower taking down in 12 minutes, and they didn't even get a tier 1 for it, so nice trade for Radiant, not so good for the Dire.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what they're going to be able to do at this point. I mean, it's 13 minutes in, 10,000 gold difference, 5,000 experience. I mean, that's where they're not doing horribly, and 5,000 is still a pretty big gap at 13 minutes.
Yeah, but I mean, we've both seen bigger turnarounds, but it's maybe not this early.
Yeah, it's pretty much going to be down to if the Brewmaster and the CK can get enough items to not pretty much just die immediately. Oh, wow, nice combo onto the CM and the Enchantress. Enchantress gets the heal off, and one more right click. Queen of Pain picks up the kill, forced to blink out here. We're going to see Chaos Knight go in on the Venomancer. Chen heals pop. Nice triple stun by Sal. And here comes the epicenter right after that, and it looks like Enchantress is going to go down first. GND barely escaping with his life. Coming back in, actually aggressively wants to try to do a little bit of extra damage. 3-second stun on that Queen of Pain. Wow. And CK is going to drop. That was a beautiful stun from the Sand King. Really well done.
That really was. That was perfect. They just lined everything up. After the Queen of Pain picked up the Crystal Main and damaged the Enchantress, make her waste her heal there. They just kept going.
Yeah, I got to say, man, some of the plays that I've seen Acer make, I think they might just be one of those teams you're going to have to watch out for. I mean, not even just in this tournament, but the thing that's so cool about Dota is that it's like an any given day kind of game.
Yep,
where,
especially Dota 2.
Yeah.
Being new and all.
I think teams like Acer definitely have a bright future, especially with the kind of prize money that's being put into this game, and Valve especially being a big proponent of that themselves.
Yep. And do you have the ping chart? Do you have your console open? I'm curious about the pings.
I can check them really quick, I think. Let's see here. It's about 150 to 250 for pretty much everybody. I think Acer is roughly around 200 on average.
That's nice. And they haven't looked like they're playing with any lag right now, so.
Yeah, I mean, that Sand King is bossing it up, so is Weapon X. Gotta hand it to him. Haystern picked up by the Leshrac also. Top lane, I mean, Brewmaster's only level 8, man. I mean, it is only 15 minutes into the game, but that just goes to show how badly middle lane went for the Brewmaster.
And look at the item on Leshrac. Boots of Travel, point booster.
Yeah, I mean, he is going to have a ridiculous amount of farm. It's also nice to have really early bots because not only does it give you that extra mobility, but you don't have to ever worry about buying TPs and being in a spot to buy a TP because sometimes it actually can be a problem if you don't always buy like 2 when you go back to base. It can be kind of hectic making sure you're always in position to be able to get to team fights, but now he doesn't even need a tower. He can just TP to creeps.
And look at this, another tower going down. 6 towers to 1. They did get top early. I forgot about that. But 6 towers by 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm really impressed so far from Acer. And not to say that I think that RjK laned it terribly or anything. They actually did the lanes properly. Yeah, top lane Weapon X taking a lot of damage, but doing a lot of his own. He's actually going to retreat here. Heal pop by the Enchantress. He might have been able to get that with a few more lucky edicts, but there were a lot of creeps there.
I think he could have magic wand.
Smoker's pop, a Queen of Pain's going to spot out the Panda and the Enchantress on the side. Are they going to go on this TP coming out from Enchantress? So he's just going to get the heck out of there.
Yep. No losses. That's always good if you're on the losing side right now, which RjK is, and they survived a solo gank, but nonetheless they survived.
Yeah, Sale's got his Blink Dagger up now too with his Urn and a point booster. Mana Boots as well, 16 minutes into the game. He is going to be pretty scary, man. 3-1-1, 53 CS. And I don't even know if anyone's even close to that on RjK at this point. I mean, Bounty Hunter has his Mana Boots, which I haven't seen Mana Boots Bounty Hunter in quite a while.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
I have seen it before, but it was...
Actually, well, you do play low-level MMR games. So.
Right. But I have seen it before. I just don't know if I agree with it anymore.
Yeah. And we got Roshan being taken right now by Acer, not going to be contested at all.
I like the fact that Leshrac showing himself, too. I mean, even though they had a ward down here... Actually, I don't even know if it saw them. That ward just went down like 25 seconds ago, so I'm not even sure if that saw them go into the pit, but it seems like they do have some semblance of a clue of what's going on.
Look at them standing right on top. Perfect ward by Acer on the Scourge or the Dire Secret Shop. Sorry, I'm a Dota 1 boy.
It's all good.
Good old boy.
I think most of us were Dota 1 people.
Yep.
Or, God forbid, Han players.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You want to get banned up there?
It's a taboo subject. I shouldn't have brought it up.
Just kidding. Beatus is the best player in American Dota right now, and he was Han player.
Shout out to Beatus.
Yep.
Plays for
And
Root Gaming now, I think, right?
I believe so. Maybe it was just for that tournament, but he made a good showing. They lost, I believe, but they made it Final Four, I think, in the Gamer University tournament.
Yeah, not too shabby.
Yep. And now we're gonna have a push straight up to middle. Leshrak's not even there. He can boots a travel.
Oh wow, Queen of Pain going in really aggressively. Has that Aegis though. She might drop down here pretty darn fast. There's the Chen heal. Oh, nice blink epicenter coming in from Acer. Manages to get the CK quite low. He's actually not dead yet. There we go. Ultimate coming out from Queen of Pain to finish him off. Brewmaster Illusion's taking quite a bit of damage himself. Track onto Sail. One Impetus will steal that kill. So that's 2 track kills so far, although one of them was an Aegis. And there's Queen of Pain in once again after reviving. Actually, she hasn't died yet. What the heck?
Nope,
I could have sworn
she
died.
The Chen heal saved her and she blinked out.
Oh, and she's still not dead. Here come. Oh, there we go. Finally goes down. Triple kill for the Queen of Pain. That's unbelievable. I could have sworn that she was dead.
It's going to be a quad, I think. Oh, yep.
Oh, can you get the Rampage? Nope, the Edict steals it. Leshrak kills Stealer.
Well, let's not say steal. That's a little, yeah,
it wasn't
it was a steal. It was a complete steal.
That was so crazy. I just dismissed the Queen of Pain as being dead, and somehow... I mean, she did eventually die, but holy crap, man.
It was a really nice Chen heal. She blinked into the mech right as it was being used, either as an accident or the most perfect timing I've ever seen.
Well, that's going to be it, man. RjK taps out, calls GG at just under the 20-minute mark. And Acer is going to take this game pretty handily, man. A 19-minute game. That is pretty darn fast. 18-3. I got to hand it to Acer, man. They played this great.
They really did. Perfect movement early game. Perfect laning.
Yeah, absolutely. They pretty much did everything right, and that's what happens when everything in your team comes to fruition. I mean, they won every lane. They had great movement, like you said, and just ultimately RjK couldn't handle it, so that's going to be it. I think this was I believe this is another round 3 game, right?
It was, so this was like the same round as the last game we casted, so these guys will be playing 2-3 more games tonight, but they look like they're ready.
Definitely. Look forward to watching them again, maybe today, maybe some other day. I don't know if the qualifications are actually going to go all the way through, but we will let you guys know what's going to happen after we come back from this short break. We're going to try to find another game for you guys to cast once again. My name is Draskyl. Joining me was GranDGranT of NEODota, and we will be back in just a bit with some more Dota 2.
Flav.